Okay everybody, Ruby is going on an adventure and I'm getting it all packed up and I'm going to be in double bed mode. So when I travel, when I do double bed mode, I just basically stack up all my cushions back here and pull the bed back and put all my bedding on the back of it, my pillows, my sleeping bag, and stack up the cushions. And then down here, I make a little bed for Ted because Jeremiah is going to be riding up front with me. So you can see this is how I get ready for my trip when I'm in double bed mode. So when I travel, I can, pull all this stuff out and put it in the Carsule tent when I get there. You can see I got all of my dishes ready to go. My dry food is going to go into here where my coffee pot is. My packing cubes for my clothing is going to go in that other white container. And I have two more, if you can see, I don't know if you can see underneath it here. I have my toilet under there, and I have two more seafoam colored bins with all of my other stuff. My first aid kit, stuff that I don't use often, but I need. You can see I have my little organizer on the back of the seat when we ride. Usually it's on the front when it's just me and Teddy. But when I'm riding, traveling, I swing it to the back. So of course it won't be hitting my son in the neck when he's in the seat. But when we get to our destination, I'll turn it back around because we'll have the bed coming out. This double bed will come all the way out and the cushions will go flat into our bed. This piece here, the 3-shelf storage system, will go into the Carsule tent. And you can see I have my coffee and everything in there. And so back here, the Carsule tent will attach to the tailgate, and you've seen my video where I attach it. And then I have this beautiful tent out the back, and I'll be doing a setup video when we arrive to our destination. But you can see going back through the van, that's what it looks like. I use these little cafe curtains because they're awesome. When we go to bed at night, I don't have to put anything in the back window. I just shut those and it gives us total privacy at night. So you don't have to mess with this huge back window. This back window is really hard to get Reflectix to stay on. I did order a heat shield for the back from a company called Heat Shield. I haven't gotten it yet. I'll let you guys know what I think of it. But that was for the back of this, just to keep something on there if I do decide I want to keep something on there. And then of course I have my little fan here for when we sleep at night, my sink, my fridge, and these little countertops stay up with a piece of wood when I want to cut, chop, that type of thing. And this time, to fill my tanks, I do have a little straw that I use to fill my tanks, but this time I'm going to do something a little different. See, this is the straw that I usually use, and I put my hose, this hose right here, inside of there. But this time, I'm going to fill up my 6-gallon bucket, and I'm going to use my funnel. And the reason I'm doing that is I know my tanks will hold 13.5 gallons of water. So just out of curiosity, I want to try doing it with my 6-gallon bucket, which is basically 2 6-gallon containers. Because when I'm filling it with my hose, I can't tell when I reach the fill mark. And so sometimes I'll overflow my tanks, and then it creates dampness in my van. So I don't want to keep doing that. So I'm going to try it that way this time, guys. I'll let you know how it works out with just the funnel system. I do like the ease of this system, because it is just like you turn the spigot on, but the problem with it is you don't know when it's full. You have no way of knowing. There are these little plastic, I'll try to show them to you guys. If I remove the sink, see, the sink comes right out. And you can see here's my gray water tank. There's my toaster. So if you remove the gray water tank, you can see these clear pipes here. If they start to get bubbles at the top, the guy told me that I bought the kit from, that's a sign that it's full. So here's where it overflows. This little, I don't know if I can even get my camera back there. That little gray thing right there the water comes up and then it comes out and goes onto the floor. So I'm gonna try, there's my water tanks. You can see those blue tanks. Those are my 13.5 gallon water tanks. I'm gonna try to do it that way this time and see how it goes. I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm gonna try it. But anyway, down here, my gray water tank rides down here, my Instapot rides down here, my toaster rides down here. I have a lot of storage underneath the sink. But, you know, what I do is I put my gray water tank in here. Now keep in mind, this gray water tank is awesome because you can just pick it up and empty it. But what I do every once in a while is I take it out, I bleach it really good to just make sure I don't have any bacteria in there growing inside my thing. Then all you do is just take your sink and plop it right in there. And if you look underneath here, it fits perfectly into the hole. I still have room for my Instapot, and then I always keep my lid to my Instapot right here. But you can't block those holes for your refrigerator because then you won't have circulation. Then underneath here, I also have storage under there for all kinds of stuff I can store. My solar panels ride in the sides here. I have two 100-watt solar panels for my Jackery 1000. I also have a Jackery 240, which I use just to charge my pump for my sink and stuff like that. So anyway, that's that. And then the other cool thing that I did today to get ready for my trip, I stuck these little drawers down inside of my, this is between my seats, and I keep my key to my Thule in there. So there's 3 drawers in there. I can still put my snacks and put my purse right here in the front, and I still have plenty of room here. And then here I have 2, these are hard to pull out, cup holders here in the front. So yeah, I usually try to keep that open because that's where Jeremiah's feet are going to go. I might stick 1 or 2, maybe a laundry bag in there or something, but yeah. So from the back, you can see how it looks when I'm in travel mode before I get to my campsite and pull my bed out. But that's the easiest way to do it, because that way I can haul a whole bunch of stuff. Like I have a gift I have to take along because I'm going to a wedding. I have to sit that on that wooden platform. I'm going to take a bungee cord and make sure it's secure. So yeah, up here I have my Thule. This is such a cool gadget. You just, I don't know if you can see me doing this. Take your key, you turn it, you pop it, and then once that turns red, right there, you know that it's ready to be popped. Up here I have all my gear. That's my Carsule tent. That's going to go on the back of the van, and it's a 6x6 cube. It's awesome. It's screened all around for panoramic views because we're going to be staying right next to the beach at Raystown Lake. Then we have our shower tent. This is the rug for the bottom of the Carsule tent. I have 2 chairs. I have a comfortable, it's like an outdoor waterproof rug. It's like a mat for when Teddy lays at the campsite. And then I have a tarp for underneath the Carsule tent when we set it up. And then down in here I have a bucket. I have some tent stakes, some rope, you know, stuff that you need when you're camping. These are awesome for in the sand, these screw type tent stakes. Then on the other side, I have something really cool. You want to slam this down until you hear it click and the red disappears, and then you're locked up. And on the other side, you can open the Thule from both sides. Now keep in mind, I'm only 5 feet tall, maybe 5'1" if I'm lucky, and I can do all this. This is not hard. So climb up on this side, because remember there's 2 openings. Put your key in, Sometimes you got it backwards. You just got to try a couple times. There we go. Turn it. Pop it. Sometimes I got to use two hands. There we go. On this side, I have my big tent for on the beach because we're going to be real close to the beach. Here's all my ropes and everything. And this thing here is awesome. It's like a beach canopy. Sets up. It's called a light speed. And it sets up on the beach and you have shade while you're sitting there and you can enjoy the beach in the shade. So this toolie, I just wanted to show you guys how awesome it is. And you just pull this down, push it down till the red disappears. Pop your key out. And then I put my key back in my little drawer. The key with, oh, and here's my shield. These are my reflectix for the front window, and then I have two for the two front side passenger windows, passenger and front driver's window. But the key with camping is you gotta stay organized. That's why this little thing is the bomb diggity. My bear spray's over here. I have room here for something else. I have a little really nice sharp knife in here. If I can get it. It's a really cool tool. It does a lot of stuff actually. And in here I have my screens for my front two windows. And I still have room for a pair of scissors in here. And anything else like Teddy snacks and stuff like that. And back here I have these cool little organizers. This one's Jeremiah's because this is going to be his side of the bed. And you can see I have one hanging over there. And then we each have a bedside table. This is going to be Jeremiah's side next to my white vinegar and water spray and the fire stop spray. He has a little, you can see this white opening here. That's his bedside table. And we really won't need both of these tissues. So he'll have that whole area there to store stuff, books, whatever he wants. And then he has a thing of tissues here. Then the other side is my side. So my bedside table, as you can see, is over here. Here's my tissues. I have a mirror, I have a light for reading. I also have a Coleman light that I take outside at night when I have to go to the bathroom because I set up my shower tent and I put my toilet in there. And of course some business cards. Gotta have business cards. I'm a real estate broker everywhere you go. And then of course I have a couple extra binder clips in there, a hair tie, and an extra light. Beach hair, don't care. That's essential. These are my USB lights. I put a Mophie right here. I don't have it here right now. But these lights that you see up here, those are battery, the ones with the pom-poms. But these here are USB. They plug right here. I stick my Mophie in this little section here. And these both plug right into it. So I never run out of lighting, and it's great. At nighttime it looks really cool. Of course I have my privacy shade for at night, my blackout curtain, and it looks a mess right now, but trust me, this is an awesome setup. When I get to camp, I'm going to show you guys how we do the Carsule tent. I'm going to bring my tripod along so we can show you how I set up the Carsule tent, because it usually takes two of us to do that, and you will get to see this fully set up. It only takes a few minutes to set up your Carsule tent. I think it took us 15 minutes the last time at Assateague Island, or 8 minutes, something like that. So anyway, guys, that's it. Ruby's ready to go on her trip, and it's going to be fun. I'm going with my son Jeremiah, and like I said, my water's set up. I'm going to do a little different this time. I'm going to try filling my 6-gallon tank with water and doing it that way, seeing if it just goes a little better. First I got to drain the system out and get the stale water out, and then I'm going to fill it again. I'm not going to fill it until a day before we leave. Oh, I forgot to show you guys my cool little trash can. It says, I think I'll just be happy today, and it collapses. And this is my little fruit basket. I just have it up here with a bungee cord. Yeah, man, I'm pretty creative. And then here's where I put my shower, back here. I have a shower curtain that I attach to the back. So if we're not close to the showers, we can just shower here, because this has an extendable hose on it. And I can set this up. I just tie it to this here with a bungee. And then I have my cool little shower in the back of the van. So that's it, guys. I'll film some more when I get to my destination on September 12th or the 13th. And you'll see a really cool video then. So have a blessed day. Bye-bye.